Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Divine Masculine Energy reading update for this Twin Flame Tuesday that we do now bi-weekly. So every other week I do Twin Flame Tuesday, Divine Masculine Energy reading, energy update, empowerment message. There's so many words, labels that we can use. And with that, for those who may be new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we are looking for and finding our power as we are healing twin flames, we're healing the inner child, we are healing our whole selves by looking for and finding our power, by looking at our lives, all of the experiences of our lives to be empowerment experiences, right? To look at and say, there's my power, I take it back. And that's what we do here at Empowerment Experiences. So with that, let's dive into this week's Twin Flame Tuesday. And I just looked over at the little timer and it was 111, which I am not surprised that that number is our angel number for this, to start us off with this message this morning, because that number has been everywhere. In fact, I was at the store the other day and I got rang up to $111. 111. And so let's look at that. Let's look at 111. We do know, of course, right off the bat. Oh, boom. Twin flame awakening. That's 111. So your connection, your counterpart, and you, all that is your twin flame journey, is now expanding into this higher level of awakening, this greater state of awareness, this greater state of understanding, because you are so much more aware of your thoughts. That's this 111 number is awareness of thoughts becoming things. This means you are reclaiming your power. You are retraining your mind to think what you wanted to think, and as such, you are leading, dear Divine Feminine, in this twin flame connection. And this is why here at Empowerment Experiences, I am led to remind all of us that the Divine Masculine energy is not just in your counterpart, but it's in you too. That's this whole inner union journey that the twin flame union is really about. It's about you coming home into union within. Because if your twin flame is you, then where's the answer that you're looking for? It's in you. It's in you, right? And so that's where your power is. Hello? And as you are more and more reclaiming this and taking it back from these beliefs and these sabotaging habits that you've had, this is how you expand into this greater space of awakening, because you are open to receive more understanding, more guidance. You're open to the magic. You've been experiencing it. You understand it more. You recognize your power in correlation to your experience, and then your thoughts, the power in your thoughts in correlation to your experience. So again, you're in this whole new level. And even though you may be experiencing physical separation, the perceived physical, I like to use the word perceived because we're all and always connected to all and everything, especially our counterparts, all right? So it's a perceived separation through the lens of the ego, right? So for those who, yes, myself included, right, we are transcending that illusion of separation. That's what we're doing here. You're in more of that space of having transcended a degree of that illusion of separation, that now you can be focusing on you and this masculine within you, and realizing that the more you want to look and see what he's doing and what he's up to and what he's got going on is really a distraction from you focusing on what you've got going on inside you, sister. Because remember, the twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey. 111 also means increasing powers of rapid manifestation. This is the whole thoughts becoming things. As you further hone your gifts and your abilities, Goddess, you're going to get more and more gifted, right? Your gifts are going to become more and more powerful at manifesting your reality. So you've got to be very, very awakened to what you're thinking and feeling and believing. So have confidence. It means awareness, uniqueness, one of a kind, because that's what you are, right? Manifestations are getting close. Align with your vision. Again, the thoughts becoming things. You are recognizing that you is challenging. Oh my goodness, right? Goddess, as challenging as it can be to when you're in it, you're in the gutter of you fell in the hole, as Abraham says, right? You fell into the thinky, overthinking that doesn't feel good, the replaying, the regret, the wish I could change it, all this, you fall into it and you don't feel good. Boy, there was that whole visual and everything that I went with that. You fall into that, and I know it can be so challenging to shift those thoughts. There we go. We kept going. I lean into it, right? That's what we do. We lean into it. We align with the vision, and the vision was the outcome to what I was saying there, which is, again, you've got to allow yourself to lean into it, to lean into what you desire. You desire to feel better. You've got to allow yourself to lean into feeling better by thinking better thoughts. You see how it's all connected there? And Goddess, I am one of those to be the first to own it. I keep, again, hitting this, bumping up against this wall for myself and creating my content and being there and showing up, especially the way I used to, and getting back into that space. So I get it. I totally get these cycles that are just holding on for dear life and really trying to keep you apart from your power. So it's now then the 111 transform into the true you. It's time for you to come home to union within. It's time for you to truly connect to your power inside of you, which is, again, why Twin Flame Tuesday Divine Masculine energy reading and empowerment message is really much to speak to the divine feminines out there, because it is about you bringing your divine masculine energy into balance within yourself, and in turn that is what's balancing your connection, because you don't have power over your counterpart anyway. And believe me, sister, I know what it is to want to know what he's up to, what he's doing. And like, remember mine, if you saw my recent video about what to do when he's married and doesn't want to leave you alone, and you're like, no, I have nothing to say. You have to honor where you are in your healing journey and what feels right for you. And if something creates or has you thinking as this hamster wheel of not feeling good thoughts, then stop focusing on it. And I know for the twin flame journey, I know to ask you to stop thinking about your counterpart is like to ask you to stop breathing. That don't last. That don't work. No. Yeah, no. However, just like a moment ago where it was the lean into where this message was taking me or taking us, right? Lean into it. The same with this, with your thoughts, where you are with your counterpart. Lean into it and be like, oh, but keep going. Like you're walking down the aisle of a store, keep walking, pay no mind to the mess right here. Just keep walking, mind your business. And that's where you are. This is why 2023 is all about me. That is what this is about. So that said, again, it is about you focusing on you. And again, every time you yearn for your counterpart, that is your soul calling you to go within. It's all about you, goddess. It's all about you. Oof. Oof. Right? It is about you creating that stability. You bringing these energies into balance within you, goddess. The divine masculine and the divine feminine, because whatever he is doing, he is in his own chaos. When you ask yourself, or you have the thought, I wonder what my twin flame is doing. I wonder what my divine masculine is doing. What are you doing? What you doing? Sister? Because there's your answer. Working through your shit, aren't ya? I have said the entire time that I have been coaching twin flame goddesses is that you are the leader, divine feminine. This is the rise of the feminine, right? The true divine feminine. Not, we won't, yeah. Not the whole political kind of nonsense. I mean the true essence of femininity. It is that balance. It is bringing balance back, not tipping the tables. It's bringing balance, and that's what you're having to create within you. The divine masculine and divine feminine energies within yourself, goddess. I mean, I love, just look, she's sitting there, calm. Literally this morning, I woke up and I was having anxiety, and where my mind took me, because I wasn't quite sure. I mean, I saw for a moment what thought triggered that. And then I was like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. No, we're not falling in the hole. I fell in the hole though. You're right. I had to purge before even doing this reading. But I lay there and it was, I am calm. I am serene. I am peaceful. My CSP practice. It's my own. You take a breath. Inhale, exhale, and you say, I am calm. And then you inhale, and you exhale, and you say, I am serene. And then you inhale, and you exhale again, and you say, I am peaceful. And you keep doing that slowly, controlled, yet relaxed, right? Surrendered. Right? You're allowing for yourself to be calm, serene, and peaceful. And so, dear goddess, clearly that is an empowerment practice for you to take today. The CSP practice, again, is what I call it. It's calm, serene, peaceful. And it's just inhale, exhale, I am calm. Inhale, exhale, I am serene. Inhale, exhale, I am peaceful. And you just keep doing that until you actually, truly, genuinely feel calm, serene, and peaceful. And you will find that you most certainly will feel that stability that you are needing to cultivate within yourself. I know again how easy it is to get knocked over, like I have in my mind the vision of the blow up that I have to say, because we're all adults around here, look like old dildos, right? But they got the weighted piece at the bottom, and it's just, you'd punch it as kids, we had the little, and it's that where it fall over and it comes right back up because of the weight at the bottom. This is how we naturally are. But you see, what we tend to do when we keep ourselves in these hamster wheels of focusing on the things that don't feel good is that keeps us stuck down here. It's like what, oh God, there it is. It's like what happened is you got knocked over by some bullshit, and then there was some sticky stuff on the ground, and the sticky stuff are the negative thoughts that you be having, and so you're stuck. You done got stuck down here by your sticky icky thoughts, and so you're not naturally bouncing back up, or as Abraham, you're not letting your cork bob to the surface. Like, we're naturally stable and balanced and calm, serene, peaceful beings. Yet we get caught up in some sticky icky. So it's time to it's time to allow for this renewal to be furthered within you, to be cleansing this sticky icky that you have been cleansing, that you've been seeing. Now you see it. When it comes to awareness, and see, this is in this angel number 111, increasing awareness, is that awareness is where it all begins, goddess. Awareness is the very first moment where you begin to truly take back your power, because you cannot change that which you are unaware. So boom, in the moment you become aware of a sabotaging thought pattern or habit or cycle that you're in, you then have taken back the largest chunk of power back from it. But then it's in the practice, it's in the actual implementation, it's in the getting unstuck space, because you're so adapted to those old habits and patterns, especially right, the masculine, that can be in that structure, that things got to be procedural a certain way, right? It can be very rigid. Well, the feminine is far more surrender and flow, of course. But this is what the stability is. It's bringing those into balance, because you can't just be flowing everywhere and making a mess all over the place, if you catch my drift, right? You could, but but at the same time, you don't want to feel like the walls are closing in and you have to lock yourself up or something. No, it's about finding that beautiful balance, that stability within yourself. And when you have been cultivating that within yourself, of course it's going to get mirrored in your environment around you. And so right now, the divine masculine energy is in this space of greater practicing surrender. In fact, in this moment, as we are talking about the surrendering, let's go ahead and ask, what is the divine masculine working on surrendering right now, both in ourselves, right, our own divine masculine, wow, as well as our counterpart. And I know for my connection, holy moly mackerel, holy shitballs, that's really seriously what I want to say. This is, for me, so spot on. I know in myself, in my connection, but surrendering to receiving support and love, to letting yourself receive support and love. Goddess, in what ways are you not? There was someone who, quite giving in some respect, it comes with, of course, an energetic cost to a point, but at the same time, it's when you take a step back from the contrast within a certain circumstance and you allow yourself to rather see that contrast as part of what is amplifying the love and flowing the love and support to you, because it is in having the contrast that we actually see the support that we do have. It is in having these times when we need support that we see, that we are shown that we have support. When you and that's how this works, Goddess, right? Is when you don't feel love, the universe is going to bring you opportunities for you to be shown love. It may not be how you think it should go or how you feel you should have been brought to that experience, but that's the journey to get there. You have to have that contrast for the light to really be brought to light. So every bit of your experience is you being loved and supported in your journey. But the key to really having, I feel, a lot less of the struggle, a kind of experience, is to stop creating the struggle for yourself and actually let yourself see and acknowledge and appreciate the support and the love coming into your life, this is where that, right, that masculine energy, feeling like I just have to keep my nose to the grindstone and just do it all. I got to handle it all myself. I carry the burden. No, this is what we're letting go of. This is what the stability is about. This is why, again, dear divine feminine, bringing the balance bringing your energies into balance within yourself is so vital, because that masculine within you have to be willing to receive the support and love. You have to be open to receive, right? You have to stop being afraid of it. Just stop being afraid of the support, of the love. Stop being afraid that it's going to hurt you. Stop being afraid that it's going to hurt you. And in this moment, I am hearing, and I'm going to pause. Yeah, pause, and because I had to run across the room to grab this, because this is what I'm hearing in my mind, right? The being afraid of the pain of in that love. It says, when love beckons to you, follow him, though his ways are hard and steep. And when his wings enfold you, yield to him, though the sword hidden among his pinions may wound you. And when he speaks to you, believe in him, though his voice may shatter your dreams as the north wind lays waste the garden. This is a story by a wonderful author, Khalil Gibran, and it's called The Prophet. And this man lives among this village of people for so many years, and when his ship comes to take him away, he tells the people about themselves. And so one by one, they go through and they ask him, speak to us of children, speak to us of joy and sorrow, speak to us of pain, and of course, speak to us of love. And he continues as he says, for even as love crowned you, so shall he crucify you. Even as he is for your growth, so is he for your pruning. Meaning, even as love is so vibrant and passionate and so unbelievably amazing and incredible to feel, it can also be so excruciating and devastating and just heartbreaking, right? It's heart expanding, but it's heart shattering all at the same time, because every time your heart grows, it expands, and therefore it must shatter that shell that it no longer fits in. And that's what we're doing. That's what we have to allow for. We have to be not afraid of the shattering, of the breaking of our hearts, because as he would continue in this book about speaking of pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses our understanding. And so in order for you to truly understand the love that you feel at an even deeper level, a greater capacity, and therefore have that much more to emit out into this world, you have to be broken. Your heart has to be shattered, because that shattering isn't your heart shattering, not your heart itself, dear goddess. No. Rather, it is the outer shell that you had created, that you had protecting it. But your heart, it has grown in these experiences and this knowing, and it's time for it to break out. It can no longer be contained in this shell anymore. Your heart has grown, your understanding has grown, your experiences in life and love have grown. The support and the love that you have flowing into you and your experience has expanded, and therefore so must your heart, in order to be the receiver of that, the conduit through which it receives and emits it back out into this world. Ooh, I'm in a space today. Ooh, mercy. So yes, surrendering this fear of being hurt. And that's a doozy for the divine masculine. That pride. Pride is the translation for love in men. Pride, that respect, in that sense, not ego pride, but in feeling as though they're serving their purpose, right? The feeling truly needed. And that fear of abandonment completely strips us of that, right? When we're abandoned, it translates to no longer being needed, right? So we have all of these fears correlated with not allowing ourselves to receive support and love because of this fear. So this is exactly where the divine masculine is both, of course, your counterpart, and I'm sure if you take a pause and you really allow yourself to feel, or perhaps you already have realized that, oh, that's me. Oh, I'm doing that. So your journaling assignment, there's definitely a journaling assignment today, aside from doing the CSP practice, but today, take a serious look for yourself, goddess. Where in your life, where in your experience are you, number one, not allowing love and support to just flow in, but maybe even perhaps pushing it away? All right, so do that for yourself. We cannot change that which we are unaware. So it's time to become aware of these fears that are keeping you still in these cycles, right? Because we're on this renewal journey. So with that, it's a really short cards, but we had some book guidance, our angel number 111 today. And with that, dear goddess, I remind you that the power, it is in your hands, because the power, it's in you. It is in you. Remember, the only way to come home to union with your twin is through coming home to union within. It's about you. So it's time to come home to you. I am here to support you in that. Be sure to check out the quite lengthy description down below. I like to let you know all the deets that are going on, but there are several ways that I can support you. Of course, my newest thing that I've just launched that I'm super excited about is my low-cost goddess tribe, where it's a private group on a secure platform, messaging platform, wherein you get all sorts of support. We have coaching. I actually do my blockage breakthrough every month. You get a monthly subscription with that. That is what that is. Every month you get a blockage breakthrough, journaling, clarity coaching experience, and then of course the support in the group. There's so much that, that's to come in that group. So be sure to check that out. That is empowermentexperiences.com/rise and thrive, because that's what we are here to do. We are here to rise and thrive, and that is what we are doing. And with that, I remind you, goddess, the power, it's in your hands, because that power has always, always been inside you. Namaste.